The title of the book is A Pocket for Corduroy, and the author and illustrator who wrote the words and drew the pictures is Don Freeman. Late one summer afternoon, Lisa and her mother took their laundry to the laundromat. As always on such trips, Lisa carried along her toy bear, Corduroy. Do you guys ever have to go to the laundromat? What do you do at the laundromat? The laundromat was a very busy place at this hour. There's a lot of people in there going into the dryers and the washing machines so that they can do their clothes. Now, Corduroy, you sit right here and wait for me, Lisa said. I'm going to help with our wash. She set him on the chair. She said, I'm going to be right back. You wait for me. Corduroy waited patiently. Then he suddenly perked up his ears. Oh. Lisa's mother was saying, be sure to take everything out of your pockets, Lisa dear. You don't want your precious things to get all wet and soapy. Oh, see, she's taking all of her stuff out of her pockets. Do you sometimes put things in your pockets and forget about them? I know I do sometimes. Then I find them in the wash machine later, and then I've got to wait a long time for them to dry out. Pockets, said Corduroy to himself. I don't have a pocket. Look, he doesn't have any pockets. He has 2 buttons for his straps, but he has no pockets. He slid off of the chair. I must go find something to make a pocket out of, he said, and he began to look around. I wonder, what would a bear use a pocket for? What do you think he would stick inside of his pocket? First he came to a pile of fancy towels and washcloths, but nothing was the right size or color. What color do you think that he would want? He's wearing green. Do you think maybe he wants green or something different? Then he saw a huge stack of colorful clothes in a laundry bag. There ought to be something in there to make a pocket out of, he said. Without hesitating, he climbed inside the bag, which was filled with pieces of wet laundry. The dampness didn't bother Corduroy in the least. This must be a cave, he said, sighing happily. I've always wanted to live in a dark, cool cave. When the time came for Lisa to fetch her bear, he was gone. Oh, Mommy, she exclaimed. Corduroy isn't here where I left him. I'm sorry, honey, said her mother, but the laundromat will be closing soon, and we must be getting home. Oh, no. He climbed into the bag of wet clothes, and they have to leave. Oh, I hope Lisa finds Corduroy before they have to go home. How do you think she would feel if she had to leave him there? Yeah, I'd feel pretty sad, too, if I had to leave my bear. Lisa was reluctant to leave without Corduroy, but her mother insisted. Do you know what reluctant means? That means that she didn't want to go. She was kind of like hoping she could stay just a little bit longer. You can come back tomorrow, she said. I'm sure he will still be here. But where is Corduroy? He's in the laundry bag, huh? And what's this man doing? Where's Corduroy going? Let's see. As they left, a young man wearing an artist's beret was taking his wet laundry out of a bag, the very bag Corduroy had discovered. They're talking about his hat. That is an artist's beret. Excuse me. Before he knew it, Corduroy was being tossed together with all of the sheets, shirts, shorts, and slacks. Oh no, where's he putting him? Into the dryer, huh? Oh my goodness. But just as the artist was shutting the glass door, Corduroy tumbled out and onto the floor. Oh, whew, thank goodness. How in the thunder did that bear ever get mixed up with all of my things? The artist wondered. Poor Corduroy was stamped all over. The least I can do for him is give his overalls a good drying, said the man thoughtfully. He unbuttoned Corduroy's shoulder straps and put his overalls in the dryer. Oh, well, that was very kind of him. I'm sure that Corduroy will feel much better when his clothes are dry. Corduroy grew dizzy as he watched the clothes spinning around, but the artist became inspired. This would make a wonderful painting, he said as he took a sketch pad out of his pocket and began drawing the swirling colors. I can hardly wait to get back to my studio. It is kind of pretty, isn't it? Kind of swirling around, lots of different colors all mixing together. Finally, the dryer stopped whirling and the man gathered up the clothes. Then he helped Corduroy put on his warm, dry overalls. All at once, the manager of the laundromat called, "Closing time! Everybody out!" Oh, it's time for everybody to go home. Corduroy was gently placed on top of a washing machine. I wonder who that bear belongs to, said the artist as he was leaving. Seems to me he should have his name someplace. He's too fine a fellow to be lost. As soon as the lights were turned off, Corduroy began his search again. He was surprised to see something white glowing in the dark. Maybe it's snow, he said excitedly. I've always wanted to play in the snow. Do you know what this is? It says soap chips. That is laundry soap. That goes in the washing machine with the clothes. He accidentally tipped over the open-lidded box, and suddenly he was covered with soft, slippery soap flakes. Gradually, Corduroy began to slip and slide. Look, he's fallen all over the place. Oh, what fun, he said with a smile. I've always wanted to ski down a steep mountainside. Look, he's going over the side and into a basket. He looked. He landed paws first in the empty laundry basket. This must be a cage. Look at Corduroy's face. He was having so much fun. How does he look now? Does he look like he's happy? No. How's he feel? Look, his corners of his lips are pulled down in a frown. His eyes are kind of glossy. Looks like he might cry. I think he's feeling sad. Did he want to be in a cage? No, I think he wanted to have some more fun. Go skiing some more. I've never wanted to live inside a cage like a bear in the zoo. But by now, Corduroy felt drowsy, and soon he nodded off to sleep. He was feeling pretty tired. He had a lot of fun today, huh? Until he wound up in the basket. Next morning, when the manager came to open the door of the laundromat, there was Lisa waiting. I left something here yesterday, she explained. May I look around? Certainly, said the manager. My customers are always leaving things. Lisa was searching under the chairs and in back of the washing machines when she heard the manager call her. Is this what you're looking for, señorita? Look, did he find Corduroy for her? Yes, he's my best friend, shouted Lisa as she came running. She reached in and picked Corduroy out of the basket. So this is where you've been, you little rascal, she said. It's time I took you home. Lisa thanked the manager and ran out of the door and down the street, holding Corduroy tightly in her arms. I thought I told you to wait for me, she said. Why did you wander away? I went looking for a pocket, Corduroy said. Oh, Corduroy, why didn't you tell me you wanted a pocket? Asked Lisa, giving him an affectionate squeeze. That very morning, Lisa sewed a pocket on Corduroy's overalls. And here is a card I've made with your name on it for you to keep tucked inside, she said. I've always wanted a purple pocket with my name tucked inside, said Corduroy, as he and Lisa nuzzled noses. The end. Bye, guys.